As you can see from the title, Nurtured by a Crazy Dad. This is a story about a crazy dad and his poor son. Since I'm only 20, single, not even close on economical independence, so you'll know that I'm not the crazy dad, but the poor one. Okay, this is the crazy dad. Technically, my dad, this young guy graduated from NTU with his sparkling future. He dreams of becoming an outstanding engineer, and he wants to invent the best computer in the world and start his own promising company and travel around the world. But when he accidentally married a lovely woman with his own experimental way. The first experimental parenting happened when I was only 1.5 years old. Every day he threatened me not to use diapers so frequently, or I'll be sent to our richer landlord who didn't have a child but owned several supermarkets. Every day before he went to work, every night before I fell asleep, he just kept saying it by my side. Anthony, your parent is so poor, so if you don't stop using your diaper, we have no choice but to send you to our landlord. This kind of word. And guess what? I made it. I successfully got rid of my diapers 1 week later. You guys must be curious that how can I remember it? But the truth is, I didn't. I'm so familiar with the story because my father mentioned it all the time. Every time we argued against each other, he used the story as a proof that he can help me with a lot of problems that I can't solve by myself. Crazy. Okay, it's just a small example because I've got so many to say. When I was 6, one day he had me to practice squat down for more than half an hour because he realized all great men have their uncommon childhood after we watching a movie called 少林足球 together. I don't even know which part of the movie enlightened him with the strange thought, but he did it, and I made it again. But this time I didn't successfully make it at all, and I can bet even the little kid Albert Einstein couldn't pass my dad's training. The core value of the training was assembling ability. He gave me a bicycle, a motor, a circuit board, a chargeable battery, and several wires. He wanted me to assemble all of the stuff together on a bike so that he could ride his bike to work and charge the battery in the same time. Are you serious? A chargeable bike made by a 10-year-old kid? You must be kidding. Of course I couldn't do it. No one can do it when they were only 10. But if you can do it, please don't tell me, because I have a very high ego level. Okay. Okay, and let go of assembling ability. It is even worse when it comes to ability of nursing care. Just after several days, I failed on the bike test. He told me that I have to practice taking care of him ASAP, because one day he'll become too old to take care of himself. So I have no choice but to follow his order. I led him to the bathroom, took off his pants, and wait him finish, help him wipe, and wash his body. Very unbelievable. Is it so-called sexual harassment? I think maybe I should call the police sometimes. Okay, so the next one. If you think it's all he can do, you are totally wrong. It's more harmful when he wants to tease you. There was a time he bought me 20 dumplings because I ranked 20 in my class in the final exam. He even told me if I ranked lower, I could get more next time. So sad, I'm gonna cry. Okay, so far you may think my dad is a funny and humorous person. Me too now, but I didn't think so. I used to hate my dad. I hate him always want me to do something weird. I hate him being so mean. I hate him seldom admire me even though I did very well. Just like you guys may hate your parents because they murmur, they spy, they track, they do whatever they want without caring our feelings. And what's more unacceptable is all they got to convince you is only their ages and social experience. I do hate it. I used to hate it, but I understand it gradually. I know they do all of this out of love, but showed in their own way. After all, there's a generation gap between us, and it's very hard to connect what we want with what they think is important. So it results a lot of argument. We are driven crazy, and they are disappointed. I used to think my dad wanted me to die so that he could have another smarter son, but he think that his amazing original educating method will help me grow up happily with an unforgettable childhood memory. You know what? Last week, I told my dad that I'm gonna write him into my speech. He was so excited, and he even taught me how to arrange my script so that everyone will know how great he is. But the truth is, I just described him in a totally opposite way. And I think his educating method will make more poor kids suffer from depression. Yes, so did I tell him that I won't listen to his advice and I'm gonna say something behind his back? No, I didn't. Instead, I told him that I'm gonna tell everyone how great he is, because I know he gave me what he thinks is important for me. If I could change him, I'll try to do it. If I couldn't, that doesn't matter, because I know he loves me. That's enough. Okay, so it's a story about a crazy dad and his considerate son. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.